She thinks I'm such a good friend that you would invite me for the whole night? Yeah, why not? Marisol didn't answer, but Rose felt a twinge of sadness. Did Marisol believe no one would become her friend? 20 minutes later, there was a knock on the bedroom door. Come in. Oh, hi, Marisol. Just, oh, hi? Susan didn't look at all surprised. Her dad must have told her why he was coming. Your grandmother says she'd like you both to come downstairs to the conservatory. Conservatory? Marisol asked. Just a fancy name for where my grandmother eats breakfast, Rose explained. The conservatory, with its arching windows and troughs of plants in full bloom, was like walking into a garden in midsummer, except for the huge drifts of snow outside. There was a fountain at one end, with Pan blowing on his pipes, where water came out instead of music. The damask roses had completely unfurled and stood like elegant sentries, ushering in the morning light. Her grandmother and Sam Gold sat at the table. There was a basket of freshly baked popovers, a bowl of fruit, and a platter of scrambled eggs. Marisol's eyes grew wide with wonder as she took it all in. The food, the blossoming flowers, the trickle of the fountain. Rose felt the wave of embarrassment rising within her. She and her grandmother had so much. How could she ever explain any of this to Marisol, who had so little, even though they both were motherless? Rosalinda reached out and took Marisol's hand. My dear, there is much to discuss. Marisol had begun to tremble. A wild, feverish light glazed her eyes. Rose felt as if she might flee instantly. It's okay, Marisol. Sam Gold now leaned forward. No detention. There was a ragged desperation in Marisol's voice. We want to help you. Your problems are solvable. You just need a little help. No detention. We'll make sure of that. How? Marisol barked. Sit down, girls, Gran said. Sam Gold now turned to Marisol. Let me tell you some good news, Marisol. Good news? A look of bewilderment crossed her face. Indeed. Little China was raided last night. Raid? Marisol gasped. There was a raid? The word reverberated in Rose's head, her father's voice urging her to leave. Look, Rose, there is absolutely no telling what might happen, how soon the raids might start. Yes, they were raided. Wasn't it lucky that you were here and not there? Marisol turned her head toward Rose as if to give silent thanks. But the coyotes? She asked. Rose and Susan winced. That is going to be settled very soon. How? Marisol said. If you give us their names, it will be settled. I already have a list of suspected coyotes. How? Marisol said again. There was a staunchness in her voice. Sam Gold looked over at Rosalinda. Something unspoken transpired between them. Rosalinda nodded slightly. Rose's grandmother is in a position where she can satisfy your debt to these people. Marisol looked at Rosalinda in complete bewilderment. Why? Many of us have been migrants at times in our lives. It is not a crime, Rosalinda replied simply. I am not a crime, Marisol whispered to herself as if this notion was strange and exotic. No, Rosalinda said firmly. You are not a crime. Sam Gold leaned in closer to Marisol. You see, Rosalinda will not simply pay your debt, but she shall also become your sponsor. Sponsor? I have a sponsor? Absolutely, Rosalinda said. In school? You have the right to go to school as soon as I file sponsorship papers. The blizzard is a blessing, I think. Schools will be closed for at least 2 days, and then Christmas vacation starts. That gives me time to get the papers in order and file for you. By the time school starts again, I think you'll have all you need. Rose grasped Marisol's hand. This is so great, Marisol! A fragile smile played across Marisol's face. She then turned to Rosalinda. Very nice of you.